Hello and welcome to another Beardy David video, and it's TBR time because this week is Cosy reading.
And who's in charge?
I'm in charge. Every once in a blue moon, Lauren lets me be the leader.
Well, I've been running these Cosy reading nights. If you're new around here, hi, I'm Lauren, David's girlfriend, and I've got a booktube channel called Lauren and the Books.
I'll link the channel down below.
And I do a Cosy reading night on the regular, but throughout lockdown I've been doing them every other week, every other Friday, which has been lovely. But because I've taken February off of doing my channel just as a bit of a rest, I still wanted to run Cosy reading night. So David is kindly running this Friday's Cosy reading night, and then the next Cosy reading night I think we're going to do it as a live. I don't know how, maybe on Instagram, maybe on YouTube. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
When is Cosy reading night?
So Cosy reading night is this Friday, which is the 12th of February, and it is from 7 PM to 10 PM Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh, you said a full lot. Greenwich Mean Time.
GMT.
GMT.
Yeah, because it's not British Summer Time.
And how can the boys and girls at home take part?
So if you would like to take part, you can use the hashtag on any of the social media platforms with the hashtag Cosy Reading Night.
Lovely. You know what I've recently discovered as well about hashtags?
What?
When you use the hashtag Cosy Reading Night, please capitalise Cosy Reading and Night, because for people who are unable to see, they read out the hashtags with the
well, I never knew that.
Yeah, I learnt that on an Archers podcast.
Wow, well done, Archers.
There we go.
So the reason for this video is that we are just going to let you know what we're up to throughout the evening and what we're going to be reading. So Lauren, please kick us off with what you're going to be reading.
Do you want me to do the whole lot or one at a time?
We'll go one at a time. Okay,
so I'm going to split mine into three events. Oh, these books are heavy. Feel how heavy those two books are.
Oh, they're a bit weighty, aren't they?
I'm going to split mine into 3 hours. Sometimes I do half and half. Sometimes I do one thing for the whole evening. I'm going to split it into 3 hours. And I'm going to start with a graphic novel called When the Stars Are Scattered by Victoria Jamison and Omar Mohammed. David's mum got me this for Christmas. I hadn't heard anything about it, and I want to read it soon. I want to read it soon. And this is about two young lads and their time in the Kenyan refugee camp called Dadaab, I think it's called. So yeah, that is what I'll be reading for the first hour. Now, this isn't a race, but if I finish that in the first hour, great news. I imagine I probably will, like that sort of graphic novel thing.
Yeah, you do
if I'm towards the end and it's like 8 o'clock, I think, oh well, I'll just carry on and finish it. But yeah, so basically the first hour, but it might be longer, it might be shorter.
Yeah. And I will kick off my Cosy reading night, as I always do, by reading the next question in the What If series by Randall Munro. Now, last time was a question about could you gravitate when firing a gun to the floor, and eventually...
You mean levitate?
No, well, yeah, levitate, sorry. So you could fly by pointing your gun to the floor, and you could. You had to use some big old guns, and a lot of them, but you could.
We don't have any guns.
No.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that.
No, we won't. We'll never try that out. So this question is, if you suddenly began rising steadily at 1 foot per second, how exactly would you die? Would you freeze or suffocate first, or something else?
Oh, they've really got some cheery questions in here, haven't they?
They've got some really fun questions. That's not the funnest, obviously, because it's about death.
So you start with that. Do you want me to move on to my next one?
I always start off with one of them questions, and it's always very interesting, and I like it. Yes, you go next.
So next up, I've got a short story collection called Frying Plantain by Zalika Reed Benter. I'm reading this as I'm taking part in something called the Reading Women Challenge this year, which has got 24 different prompts so that you can read diversely, all women authors. And one of the prompts is a short story collection by a Caribbean author. So I will be reading Frying Plantain by Zalika Reed Benter. She is from Jamaica. And what I will say is that short stories aren't my best friend, and I'd really love to love short stories, but I don't, which is upsetting. But these are interconnected short stories, and almost it reads almost as a novel. So I feel like if I'm going to go for short stories, because whenever I finish a short story, I'm always wanting more, or feeling like it hasn't got off the ground, or I want more, or that sort of thing. So I feel like a interconnected set where it reads a bit like a novel is probably more useful for me. And yeah, that's what I'll be reading. So I'm going to read one, because another tip that my good friend Jen Campbell said about reading short stories is that let it sit. So read it, although the first short story is called pighead and it's 23 pages long. So once you finish reading it, let it sit and have a little think about it before you move on to the next one, rather than just ploughing through. And always try and end at the end of a short story, which isn't something I do when I read. I tend to finish in the middle of a page or finish like in the middle of the chapter. So yeah, I don't have to do that. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's for 8 till 9, second hour.
Excellent. Then once I've done my what if question, I'm going to be cracking on with Ernest Cline's Ready Player 2. Now, I was very...
How much?
I know, so I'm just under halfway through. On my Goodreads, I'm at 49%.
Oh!
So I'm nearly at halfway point, and I was nearly ready to give up, but they finally introduced the main villain and the main like story arc of the book, and it's really now gripped me, and I'm excited. So this carries on the adventures of Wade Watts as he wins the like the tournament, and he gains ownership of the Oasis. But there's more technological advances in the world of the Oasis, and so it's much more like futuristic and things. And he's got lots of money and he's rich, and I don't think he's a particularly very nice person anymore. I think he's a bit of a dick.
Oh.
But now he's got to take on a new quest. Now he's got to take on a new quest and destroy this villain who, and I have said in a previous video, or
I think it was just on my Patreon.
Yeah, on your Patreon page, that the villain feels like a cross between Negan from The Walking Dead and Ultron from the Marvel like comic books and movies. So it's very exciting, and it's now just getting good.
Whoa!
So yeah, so I'm going to be cracking on.
So is that for the second hour? So that's as soon as you finish.
That's as soon as I finish that. So I'm hopefully going to spend maybe 2 hours on this.
Hopefully.
I think hopefully. Yeah.
And then for me, last hour, I'm going to show you my paint by numbers now. So for the last hour, I'm slowly but surely working my way through the Bridgerton series. I'm going to do it on audiobook via my Libby app, and I've just started listening to the second one called The Viscount That Loved Me yesterday, and they're all about, well, the first one and the second one were about 12 hours long. So I'm about an hour and a half into it, so I imagine I'll be like a little bit more into it by then. And yeah, I'll be listening to that, and I'll be doing my... This is my paint by numbers that I've been doing. So Minnie got me this paint by numbers for Christmas, and I've been doing about 40 minutes a day. However, I haven't done any this week.
You haven't done any for a while.
I can only do about 40 minutes because it's quite hunched over. So yeah, so I'm going to do probably like 40 minutes, an hour at the end of Cosy Reading Night, and listen to an audiobook, which I really like doing, like as the end bit of Cosy Reading Night. I feel like it works very well. And it's really coming along. Yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
And they're all like little minis.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah, it looks great.
Well done, me.
Yeah. So my final book, I'm actually going to need Lauren's help with this one. Yeah. In order to talk about it, because I don't actually know what it's about.
Oh God, I've forgotten what it's about.
It's just something that often Lauren will say, read this book or listen to this book, and I won't even look into it. I'll just be like, yeah, okay, I'll give it a try. So this is The Lying Room by Nikki French. Yeah. What is it about? So
I can't, I've read it, but as is the case, and this isn't a reflection on the book, this is a reflection on me. When it comes to crime books, a lot of them sort of all mould together. Yeah. So it is a crime book. I think it's a crime book about a woman who's having an affair, and she goes to meet up with the person she's having an affair with, and she finds him dead. I think that's what The Lying Room's about.
Sorry, I should have asked you before.
Yeah, you should have done. I'm sure that's what it's about. But Nikki French is a husband and wife writing team. So Nikki French as a person doesn't exist. They're a husband and wife writing team, and they write these crime books. And the reason I got into them is there's this series called the Frida Klein series, which are an 8-book series which follow a clinical psychologist helping out the police with cases, sometimes not helping out the police with cases. I really, really love those books, and I've read a few of Nikki French's. No, I've just remembered that isn't what The Lying Room's about. The Lying Room...
Scrap that.
Oh, or is it about the one where she that is definitely a Nikki French book, but there's another one which I've read more recently, which is about her representing herself in court, which is why I think I recommended it to you, because you like courtroom dramas.
I do like a courtroom drama.
I think that's that one. If not, I mean, enjoy whatever. And I think
I'll read both of them eventually.
Yeah, and you haven't listened to any stories on audio.
No, so I've actually just finished my 3rd non-fiction book of the year already, so I'm way ahead of my schedule. And
no, your 3rd book of the year, or the 3rd? You've only read non-fiction this year so far.
Yeah, so I've only completed audiobooks this year so far.
Oh, really?
So then I've just finished my 3rd one. They've all been non-fiction.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I'll talk about in a future video.
Yeah, sorry,
don't want to spoil anything.
But this will be the first time you're listening to an audiobook that's a fiction book.
That's a fiction book, so I'm excited for it. And yeah, as you said, it's a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
And I love a courtroom
drama. I think
drama.
it's the courtroom drama one. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure that's probably why,
sure.
as you said, why you would have recommended it for me.
Either way, you'll enjoy the other one if it is.
Yeah, if not, I'll get to that in the
They
next
just
one.
churn out so many books, David, I can't keep on top of them. But they are very good. And if you're looking for a crime thriller, then I definitely would recommend...
Or courtroom drama.
Or a courtroom drama, then I would recommend Nicky French's books.
So there we go. Are we done? You've done all of yours?
Yeah, what are we eating?
So we are eating tofu nuggets.
You might be able to see. Oh, it stopped.
I know.
Okay, so it's been snowing pretty heavily here for like the past good few days, isn't it? And we're getting to the end of our food supply. So we're at the moment we're not going to any shops or anything like that, are we?
We're relying
on Gusto and Tesco deliveries, and my sister's Sainsbury's delivery. We had a few things on that, and that got cancelled. So we're going to have to go to the Co-op, which we don't like doing because our Co-op's very small and pokey. You can't social distance. No one really cares about social distancing as well, which is annoying. But we think we can cobble together a few bits to make.
Yes.
Fajitas, which we're going to make out of like
oh yeah, we're having fajitas. Ignore my tofu. That was Saturday night, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're not having tofu nuggets.
No.
I don't even think you said that though, did you?
I might have done.
I blanked it out. So we're going to have fake mince burritos.
Well, yeah.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
No, fake mince fajitas.
Fajitas.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have fake mince fajitas.
And I was thinking, oh, that'll be really easy to eat with Cosy Reader Night, but realistically, it's not going to be, is it?
I mean, it doesn't matter what we have. I can't.
Yeah.
My brain power can't comprehend eating and reading at the same time.
Silly boy.
Yeah, I like to enjoy my dinner separately from my reading.
And David's going to vlog Cosy Reader Night, so if you want the vlog for Cosy Reader Night, check out...
Yeah, so come back, I think it'll be on Sunday is when I'm aiming to have the vlog out. So come check out all of our adventures and you'll see us making our dinners and doing some reading.
Being cosy.
Lauren doing some of her painting, just being cosy. We've got a little couple of lunchtime snack boxes that we pick out of, don't we? So we'll probably have a couple of bits out of there as it's a Friday night. Yeah. So
as it's a Friday night, as if you're not smashing those lunch boxes every day.
Hey, I haven't run out of my lunchbox yet. I've been a very good boy. So yeah, there you go. If you'd like to join in, Cosy Reading Night is happening tomorrow night, Friday the 12th of February, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. GMT. I've got them mixed up with BST. So yes, thanks for watching, everyone, and then we shall see you all in the next video. Or at Cosy Reading Night.
At Cosy Reading Night.
Hashtag at Cosy Reading Night.
Hashtag at Cosy Reading Night.
Hashtag Cosy Reading Night.